Hello people, and welcome to another show. Wow people, and you know, seriously now, yeah, I've came out to do these videos, yeah. So that's why the videos ain't being very talkative, just me just messing about. But I've come out now to get my camera fixed, but also to fix my phone because my phone was broken. So my phone's getting fixed now, and these are what these videos are for. But I can see these doing an interview, yeah, so you know me.
I don't think that's been before marriage. Within marriage? Or not after? Not before. Alright, one more. Have you ever used God's name?
God's name to swear? No, listen. What's your thoughts here on the police having no power to enforce contact orders? But they enforce non-molestation orders.
Yeah, you all say as a failure. Oh my God, look at that. Then you wasted it. That's what they say, don't waste it. So I'm lying. You can have it.
I don't know, brother. Is this your work break?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, because you're not getting paid to do interviews, are you?
No.
You go, boy.
So it's like this, in your court case, if you've got a situation you deal with, that's standard. Would you be
Sure.
Yeah. Is that concerned if that's true?
Yes.
Okay, you ever burn yourself on fire? Okay. It's horrible. Yeah. It's a serious consequence. So, and God's so holy now. How are you going to get out of it? Here's the good news. You're going to burn me with all the evidence is here. £1 million fine in it.
You'll go and get that. But you'll try the minute. You'll try to get it.
You can't pay the fine until it comes into the courtroom.
Nonsense, brother. Talking about God, yeah, then crown courts. These are off topics. He's a gangbanger.
Do you know the last thing we said on it? It's finished, which is a legal term of price.
Excuse me. You're no, because you're giving false quotes now, yeah?
You can talk to me afterwards. So Dion, does that make sense?
Yeah, do you want to talk to me, mate?
Yeah. He's quoting parts of the Bible, I believe, about Jesus getting whipped and things like that, yeah. How does he know that's true?
On the Bible?
What's he just say about Jesus getting whipped and he's asking for forgiveness or something?
Well, Jesus was whipped in the Bible.
How do you know that's facts though?
How does who know it?
How do you two know that's facts?
Well, a lot of people know that. It's in the Bible, isn't it? It's been around for 2,000 years.
So, or because you read something in a book, you think that's true?
So everything in books is false, is that right?
Well, that wasn't a question. I'm saying, how do you know that is true? Because let me give you an example.
It's verified.
We're going to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm having a chat with this guy now, actually, so I'll continue chatting with him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, brother. No, let me give you an example, brother, yeah, because if I write a book now, yeah, and plant it 2,000-3,000 years, yeah, someone picks it up here and reads it, and someone believes it, and then they produce that and again and again.
I haven't given you permission to film me, have I?
Well, you're in public, so I can film you. But I'm just asking you a question.
Okay, we don't have permission to use this footage.
I do. But anyway, yeah. Like, how, so... So say if I write the book, yeah, and I go deep into it, and then 2,000 years down the line, so I bury it now and someone finds it, yeah. So is that facts?
Well, the Bible, if someone writes something,
Because I'm saying now, you're mentioning, he was mentioning things about the Bible, like he knows that's like.
so you're saying that the Bible is not a reliable source of information.
Well, yes, because.
Is that right?
Well, it's been altered how many times? So it can't.
What do you mean by altered exactly?
Like people have interpreted in their own words. Well, from the original
They
one.
haven't really. There've been translations. So
Yeah, translation, so it's not the original, is it?
Well, hold on. If you say, I'm going to town to buy some shoes, you could translate that into, I'm going to the conurbation to buy some footwear, which is actually a very similar thing. Whereas you don't translate that into, I'm going to go and buy an elephant. That's an entirely different thing. So simply because it's not an exact translation, that doesn't mean that therefore it's false. It's completely different.
I believe you, but well, that's it.
That's true. Though.
Yeah.
You can see that. There's a big difference.
Yeah, but like he was gospel there, swearing black was blue. That he knew that was facts, and like
it's in the Bible. Have you read the Bible?
Well, yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Right. So
Yes.
it's all there.
But no.
And these are historical documents. They've got the original Greek documents and stuff like this. It's not like a book.
But
the
okay,
Bible
then, yeah.
itself was assembled out of very individual documents. Each one is a book in its own right. And they've got the original Greek and the original Hebrew. It's
So-
confirmed with the Dead Sea Scrolls. You've heard of them?
No, to be fair,
No,
I
so-
believe.
No, but this is an important
Yeah,
point.
yeah, go on.
Have you heard of the Dead Sea Scrolls?
No.
They were. There's a place called Qumran, which is very near the Dead Sea, and there's some caves there, very old. And in the 1940s, so what's that? 80 years ago, this shepherd kid was snooping around in there, looking in the caves and stuff, and he found these big clay pots, and in them were some very old scrolls. So they're like 2,000 years old, and some of those scrolls are actual Bible texts. So those are original scrolls from 2,000 years ago, and they match what's in the Bible that we read today. So there is that evidence as well.
To be fair,
That's quite strong evidence.
but so now, as I say, I could write a book now, and you could write a book now, plant it somewhere else, and they could find it and then match up. Don't mean it's facts though. So we don't know what I believe. Yeah, we're all from the same place. There's always going to be one God. He's created the whole of us, so different gods here and there. This is just one God, I believe.
Yeah, one God, yeah.
Yeah. But
What's your belief? What's your own belief?
I'm just one God. So
Do you have a particular religion yourself? Or?
to be fair, that's not the topic, mate. But all I believe in is one God. Me and you from the same place. Me and him are from the same place. Yeah.
Which God is that then?
There's one God, mate. So you can't be saying which God is it. There's one God. So I'm talking about God.
Different people have a different idea of what God is like. What would you say God is like?
I don't believe it's a thing. He's just a spirit in a sense.
Right.
Yes, and he just created the world. But yeah, but speaking like him, swearing black with blue, the Bible's true. I don't believe that. I think it's wrong.
Well, that's fair enough. I mean, there is, like I say, it's not blind belief. There is a lot of evidence for it. Another source of evidence is the Roman historians and Jewish historians of that time, who weren't Christians. They weren't interested in Christianity, but they mention this guy Jesus. There's a very interesting one recently. They at one point in the Bible before Jesus, about 500 or 600 years before, all the Jews were taken off to Babylon, and there was some like officials who were involved in that process, and they're named in the Bible. And they've recently found little clay. They're like stamps. Like if you get, for wax, if you stamp something with wax, there's a name for it. Like they used to do. They used to sign documents. They used to seal it with wax, and they put like a ring on it.
Oh, I know what you mean. When they fold the envelope down, the seal like the envelope.
That's right. And
Yes,
they put their
yes.
own special seal on it, so you know it's from them.
Yes.
Well, they found these clay ones with these guys' names on them, dated to the correct time. So there's more evidence. There's evidence that these particular people existed. So, and there's a very interesting thing now in when they're doing it, because they've done a lot of archaeology out in Israel in the last 50 years, and they use the Bible as a way to work out where to dig, because they find it's a very reliable source of information. So you can say, well, you can't be certain,
But to be fair,
but you can also say there's a lot of evidence. So
unless I see it with my own eyes, and I don't believe what I read, because as I say, I could write something now, then 10,000 years down the line. But and also one next question, mate. Yeah, do you believe the world's flat?
no,
You believe it's like
like a ball.
round? Are you serious? And you believe the world spins?
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you an example here. Do you know when we're flying, are we actually flying or are we hovering? Because let me give you an example.
Flying.
So,
Because there's a difference between a helicopter and a plane, isn't there?
but listen, if you're on a conveyor belt, the conveyor belt is going, and you come up and you get lifted off the conveyor belt. The conveyor belt's still going under you, but you're staying still.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example as the world's spin at 15,000 whatever it is speed, what we're led to believe. When the plane comes off the ground, what is actually happening? Is the ground still spinning, or are we propelling?
Yeah, the world is much big. If you want to talk about the conveyor belt, you're going to have to talk about a conveyor belt the size of the Earth. In which case, you wouldn't know it was moving.
Mate, but speed is speed. You can't slow speed down. Speed is speed. 15,000 miles an hour.
We're not talking about speed. We're talking about perception of speed, which is not the same thing.
Perception of speed and speed. Anyway,
The same thing.
forget perception.
No, that's what we work on, perception.
No, we don't. We work actually speed.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah.
So,
That's what the conveyor belt thing is. It's a perception thing. The example is we don't know that we're moving now because the world is so big. If the world was only this narrow and there was something next to it that wasn't moving, we'd go, whoa, we're moving. It's like trains going in and out when you're on a train and another train moves next to you.
I don't believe the world's round, and also, yeah.
Okay, well carry on with your point, yeah.
Also, yeah. Okay, if the world's spinning, how come, yeah, the wind ain't the same all the time?
Because the world and the wind moves with it.
So the
The
wind.
atmosphere is spinning as well. The whole thing moves together, and then the wind moves backwards and forwards while it moves.
But I'm saying, who's telling you all of this?
It makes physical sense. The stars are there. Why does the sun move? Why does the sun appear to move then?
Because the sun moves itself.
Yeah, but why does it? So the sun moves, but the stars don't move. Why is that? Or the moon moves, but the stars don't move. Why is that?
I don't know about that. I'm about
You need an answer to that question then, because the reason why is because the Earth is moving, and the moon is also going around the Earth, and the Earth is spinning, which is why the sun appears to move. Because we move. If we're here, the sun is there. We move like that. It looks like to us like the sun is going down. But that's because that's what it seems to us.
But I'm sure before the globe was round, it was flat. It was years and years ago. People was told the world was flat, and they changed it to round.
The Greeks thought it was round.
Yeah, but that's what I say. But
That's 2,000 years ago.
but you're saying what he's quoting, the holy the Bible was run at the same time, or part of it at the same time. So why do you believe the Bible but you don't believe that part?
I believe both. I think
So you believe the Greeks.
the Greeks thought the world was round,
So
and I believe the world is round, and I also believe the Bible.
no. I just said to you back in the day, the people thought the world was flat years and years ago.
Well, maybe they did, but the Greeks didn't. The Greeks thought it was round because they worked out a way of measuring how round the world is. They did, yeah. They did it with two tall towers like that. You see, if there are two towers like that on the Earth, and the sun is up there, this one doesn't have a shadow because the sun is right above it. It's like midday now. If the sun was right up there, I wouldn't have a shadow. But this tower here, because it's over here, it does have a shadow. So you can measure that shadow, you can measure the distance between these two, and from that you can work out how round the world is.
I don't know if it's.
And why, if the Earth is flat, why is it that one has a shadow and that one doesn't? Why does one have a shadow and the other one not? Because they should all have the same shadow, but they don't. But if it was flat, they would all have the same shadow.
I don't know. And space, where is it?
Sorry?
Space, where is it? Space.
Everywhere.
That's what I'm going to say. So anything off ground is space, isn't it?
But it's also everything on the other side of the planet. Everywhere, in every direction is space. Yeah. Because it's like a very big, much bigger than the Earth.
To be fair, mate, well, I'm still believe the world flat here, but thank you for that engaging conversation, though, yeah?
It's been interesting talking.
Yeah, but take care of yourself, though, yeah?
Yeah, too. Yeah, have a good day.
Yeah, see you, man. Well, people, he was good. Thank you. See you. People going to go on to our next place. Well, there, people. That's just one for the entertainment, yeah? Because I'm waiting to get my phone fixed. But I seriously believe the world is flat. Trust me. But hey people, I'm going to get my phone fixed here. His battery's on 1 bar, so no, I think yeah, this is going to be the last film. So hopefully my camera's fixed so soon.